We've got a weird mishmash of stuff that we're doing on this little adventure here. We're testing out the All Powers R600 power station that was sent to me for review. We're finally going to do our first stealth camping overnighter in the car in a Walmart parking lot. So it's another dreary, overcast day because we are not allowed to have a bright and sunny day in December, apparently. So here's the R600 power station that got sent to me by All Powers. It's only a small one. It's only a 300 watt-hour battery, but one of the things I want to test and see what it's capable of doing is seeing if it can actually charge my car from it. I have a little bonding plug so it'll sense that it's grounded, but I want to see if I can pull power from this and charge the car. Now, this is a really tiny power station. It's not going to do much, but the idea is to prove out the concept and eventually get a larger power station meant for charging the car and have solar hooked up to it. We've got our mobile charging connector. Just need to swap it out for the little wall outlet dongle. Alright, bonding plug. Put that in. Almost to full. We're at 93% right now. Oh. Let's see. Awesome. I'm getting green on the charger, which means that it's detecting that it can charge off of the power source. Aha, it works. Let's see what it's saying we're pulling here. 520, 680, 426. 0. I think the car aired out because I was trying to pull too much from it. I think I have to limit it in the car to just 6 amps. So if I drop that down to 6 amps, I can go even lower, 5 amps. The power station is capable of doing 600 watts continuous, so we'll try unplugging it and replugging it back in, and that should be able to pull power without breaking the upper power draw cutoff of the power station. All right, so I'm going to power off the station, power it back on, plug our cord back in, and turn the AC power on. $33, $63, $550. There we go. $549. Nice. There. I know if I keep the charging to 5 amps, it won't take the power station. It's a little tiny power station. This thing will only charge the car for like half an hour, and I won't even get a percentage out of it. As long as you have a ground bonding plug in one of the outlets, it'll detect that it's grounded, and you can pretty much use any power station to charge an electric car. I mean, that's a small one, and it's not going to do much, but in theory, you could scale this up, like multiple power stations, solar charge, and really get a good portable solar charging setup. So we're at 50% now. Yeah, so we'll let this charge until it's fully drained. We'll see if we can even tick up by a percentage. All right, so I just got outside to check on the status of it, and it was at about 26%, and then it just completely shut off. And when I turned it back on, it's now showing 0%. So that's kind of concerning. So, okay, so here's what I'm theorizing. I don't think it's a fault with the battery. I don't think there's anything wrong with the battery. It's an LFP battery in there, and LFP batteries are known for having a very flat voltage curve. And it probably had some vampire drain while it was sitting around. It thought that the state of charge was higher than it actually was. So in a way, bottoming it out was probably a good thing. So now it knows it's empty, and now I can start charging it and get a actual 100% real full charge on it. Pull out my solar panel. I don't really want to let this sit and charge, but I do at least want to see what kind of power I'm getting on an overcast day like this. That goes in there like that. It says 0 watts input. I don't know if we're actually going to get anything. I think it might just be too overcast to get any power into it right now. Plan now is I'm actually going to head home just long enough to charge up that power station back to full. Should take about an hour. All right, so we're at 100%, which means that this thing should be fully calibrated and know its proper state of charge. So we're at the Walmart. I just gotta figure out where the best place to set up shop is. There's a camper van right there. I don't want to cramp his style. Snuck into the McDonald's in the Walmart. Got myself a last minute, totally healthy dinner. We're in a nice cozy little corner of the parking lot here. All the lights and stuff are still on, but this Walmart's open until midnight, I believe. So hopefully once they close, a lot of the lighting will go down and it'll become a little bit quieter and harder to see into the car. So I put camp mode on. We're at 43%. I'm not running temperature control overnight. I'm just running the air vents to keep the air circulating. It's 0 degrees Celsius right now, so just at the point of freezing. We'll see how low it's getting. Oh, it's only going down to -1 tonight, so it's about as cold as it's gonna get. This comes up, off, and out. I really wish cars would stop shining their lights in here like that. And now this just threads back in here. All right, I'm in the back of the car, and as you can see, I've got the curtain all mostly set up. So we're looking pretty good from the outside. I mean, it's a little suspect, but it'll do. What I really like about this is it's the perfect size for car camping. Look at that. It's a perfect fit. Perfect fit for back here, and it gives me enough power to charge my phone and anything else I gotta charge overnight. Yeah, thank you All Power for sending that to me. I'm doing a dedicated review of it as my next video. A cool new thing I picked up is an Asus ROG Ally. If you don't know what that is, you may have heard of the Steam Deck, which is another very similar thing. This is basically a handheld gaming PC because it literally just straight up runs Windows 11. It's basically a graphics card with a controller strapped to it. That's for gaming on the go. It's like a techie's version of a Nintendo Switch. So I picked this up so I can play basically any PC game I want in a handheld format, such as while I'm camped out in a random Walmart parking lot. I know most people, when they go camping and on road trips and stuff, they like to unwind and not have very much technology, but I'm the exact opposite. I like to see different ways that I can integrate technology into my trips. And I'm a huge gamer. I'm always looking for ways to somehow sprinkle in a little bit of gaming into my channel. The battery life on this thing isn't amazing, so if the battery dies, I'll just plug it into my power station and charge the battery back up. Good morning. It's still dark, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so it should start getting light out pretty soon. Yeah, actually had a pretty good night's sleep. Didn't get terribly cold in the car. Oh, we only dropped to 39% with the car. It's about 8 degrees on the inside of the car right now, and it's 0 degrees outside. As you can see, I'm not the only one that decided to spend the night here. The benefit to having this sleeping setup in the car is that there's no cleanup involved. I can just shimmy on over to the driver's seat and take off. Easy as that. And pack everything up in a spot where it's not so sketchy for me to be sleeping in my car like at home. I only wound up using 2% off the power bank to keep my phone charged overnight. Best part is, first thing in the morning, you can warm the car up so it's nice and warm. All right, let's get out of here. And the best thing about electric cars They are silent. No loud engine you gotta start up. You just slink away first thing in the morning.